Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with... And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome. But it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Mavericks, Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt, and that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And yes, it's good.
Boy, Richardson has a lot of toughness. Remember, this is a guy who earned his spot in the NBA. Nothing has come easy for him.
Lillard finds McCollum. From deep. No good that time. Here's Richardson. Makes it off the glass. Richardson's got his second basket.
You really have to account for Richardson around the basket. I mean, he does a good job using his length to create and finish his shots.
Doncic against Lillard. Back to Jones. McCollum outside. Top of the key. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick-and-roll option.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Buries it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Lillard looking around. It's good.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
Doncic against Covington. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Doncic.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Lillard from outside. That shot misses. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Pass to Porzingis. And another basket for Dallas.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement. And where Finney Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Shooting foul, and now, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Foul. He's checked in for Porzingis. Trey Burke comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. Hardaway kicks to Powell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Anthony.
And, you know, when Powell is this deep, the defense knows they're in trouble. Sometimes they have no choice but to foul.
And he makes both free throws. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. They trail by 11. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Passes to Simons. Here's Giles. Off target from the baseline. Brunson with it. Pass to Hardaway. Stein in the post. He's covered by Cantor. Hardaway. And another shot. Powell kicks to Stein. The pass to Burke. Dallas moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brunson. Here's Stein, and he makes that one.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Seven seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the basket by McCollum.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to...
I ain't got no credit, but I got the cash.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the floor for Portland. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Back to Brunson. It's Redick on the wing. Clock at 6. And it's in there.
Tell you what, with the long-range game Redick has, you can sometimes forget how good his mid-range game is, too.
Simons surveying the D. Here's Anthony. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Here's Powell. Another shot. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Pass to Simons. And here's McCollum. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. McCollum's got 9. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Powell, the pass to Cantor. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Richardson.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. From 15 feet away, the shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Passes it to Porzingis. Count it. 8 points for him.
You know, Porzingis is a guy who's used to having to fight his way through the defense, and good balance allowed him to do that there.
It's Powell on the wing. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Jones dishes to Kanter. The rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks leading by 10. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
In the corner, it's Richardson. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And now here comes Jones leading the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Doncic passes to Porzingis.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back. Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Here's Doncic. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. Trailblazers trail by 5. And it goes down 2 points.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Doncic looking it over. Down low, Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got 6 in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to McCollum. And it's good, 2 points.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even bet. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and there was no stopping Kristaps Porzingis in the first half. He had 12 points, and that should do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Trey Burke, and it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. And he gets it to go. Porzingis has got 14 points for the game.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Here's Jones. Kicks it out to Lillard. Four on the clock. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Here's Lillard. 6 points for him. A three from McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. 90 seconds now into the second half. Doncic kicks to Burke. To the middle. Here's Powell. Nurkic with the block. And he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Porzingis. Richardson, he's checked in for Trey Burke. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Richardson against McCollum. And Lillard gets it to go.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Brunson against Covington. Brunson, good.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out. Lillard outside. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. The Mavericks leading. Here's Finney-Smith. Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. Covington with the steal. Hollis-Jefferson in the post. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Mavericks call time here. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. The pass to Simons. Right wing. Here's Giles. The shot misses. And it's Dallas the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Finney-Smith kicks to Powell. Richardson gets a wide open look. No good on the triple. Portland trailing here. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Richardson dishes to Reddick. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Simons, the pass to Giles. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's Giles missing. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Richardson dishes to Cauley Stein, and he uses the glass on the layup. Cauley Stein's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
17 seconds left in the third. And it's Simons missing. To the inside. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. Powell for three. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Mavericks lead by 4. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, they've got Enes Kanter. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. Powell, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And a switch here also for Portland. Giles is checked in. Anthony kicks to Powell. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Anthony against Doncic. Basket good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Simons, the pass to Giles. And the layup's good off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Doncic outside. Three-pointer. He can't hit that time. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Josh Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And Trey Burke subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Lillard from 13 feet. It goes down.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Burke finds Porzingis. Now Richardson. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Back to Lillard. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Doncic outside. The three. The Mavericks rebound. Marjanovic. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good. Cantor checked in for Robert Covington. And so it's Dallas with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, you better get out there on this guy. Doncic is prime time for real from that three-point line.
Lillard outside. Kicks it out to McCollum. He dishes it to Cantor. There's the three. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his fourth rebound in this one. Now here's Burke, covered by Hollis Jefferson. Richardson the pass to Doncic. Shoots the three. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the Mavericks call time here. They're up by 7. We've got 1:13 left in the game. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Doncic with it. Lillard picks him up. Doncic passes to Richardson. Hits the three-point bomb.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. They push it up 4-on-3. Powell for 3. A putback. Cauley Stein kicks to Powell. Beyond the arc. And the rebound by Nurkic. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break teams trying to end the drought. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. And check out the Mavs. Fashion first, getting off the bus, and now they'll try to make the same impression on the court. Going after this one. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Doncic. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Richardson, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Bull. And it's Porter in at the shooting guard. Outside Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Jokic. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Kicks it out to Richardson. And a miss there on the triple. Pushing it up. Here's Denver. Gordon's running, and that one is good. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here's Porzingis with a fast break chance. Richardson, good.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Morris dishes the ball. Back to Morris. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Right side, Gordon. Back to Jokic. Over Porzingis. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Morris against Doncic. No good on that one. And the Nuggets going the other way.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Harrison comes in for Monte Morris. And Dallas also making a switch. Hardaway's checked in.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Rivers. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Good work defensively by Richardson. Goes back up. Here's Marjanovic. And foul on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. And getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on. The sneaky athleticism of Jokic reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
Redick against Porter. Redick surveying the D. Back to Brunson. Over Morris. Misses off the left iron. For Denver, they've gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Burke comes in for J.J. Redick. Hardaway passes to Cauley Stein.
Cauley Stein, a serviceable shooter at the line. Let's see if he can make them count.
It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Cauley Stein hits them both. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. The dish to Millsap. Banked in off the glass.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And there's the pass to Burke. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Powell. That's tipped. Second shot opportunity. Cauley Stein in the post. He gets that one.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Rivers with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's all tied in Denver. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Powell. Then it's Willie Cauley Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Burke in at the shooting guard position. To the middle, Powell with the steal. Pass to Brunson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Powell, that's good.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Now here's Rivers. Burke covering. And stolen by Cauley Stein. And he commits the intentional foul. JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Greg, and folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis, he's checked in for Willie Cauley Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. Richardson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke. And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in.
Well, January 15th of 2015 provided a special moment in NBA history. Austin Rivers made his debut for the Clippers guys, who were coached, of course, by Doc Rivers. That was the first time in history a father coached his son in an NBA game. What a special, special time.
And there it is for him. Jokic has got the game tied up here for Denver.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Now, here's Doncic. D right on him.
They ran that set to perfection and got a terrific look out of it.
The Nuggets now in offense. Here's Harrison. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Green finds Jokic. Over to the wing. And the basket for the fourth time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Richardson attacking. Passes it to Kleba. Zingas high post. Shot clock at 5. McGee against Doncic. They get it back. Here's Kleba. Back to Porzingis. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Here's Green. Bank shot. No good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Richardson attacking. Here's Porzingis. High shot from 10 feet out. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Well, we see a de-emphasis of the mid-range shot opportunities in today's NBA, but Porzingis excels in that area.
Rivers passes to Jokic. There's the steal. Back to Richardson. Out to Porzingis. Wide open. And that's good for 2. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
Well, Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him.
Rivers passes to Jokic. It's deflected, but they'll get another chance. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Harrison. Down low. It's intercepted. Now Doncic. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
Well, the tight handle allows Luka Doncic to make the pretty move off the bounce.
Here's Harrison. And another miss by Denver. Mavericks leading by 6. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Rivers finds Green. Misses the 3. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A good-sized advantage.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson. Win or lose, Kenny, the Mavericks have been one of the more stable organizations. And that'll do it for our...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Michael Porter's out there with Monte Morris. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets trail by 6. Morris outside. The pass to Jokic. That one good for 2. Jokic has got the first bucket of the third here for the Nuggets.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Johnson the pass to Reddick. Here's Cauley Stein. Millsap covering. Millsap with the steal. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And this is what size and skill will do for you. Jokic refused to let the contact stop it.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Doncic against Morris. He gets it in there. Doncic has got 6.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Morris finds Jokic. For the tie. No good, shot missing.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
A different look for Denver. Bol, he's checked in for Jokic. JaVale McGee comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Morris. Here's Doncic. And the layup falls. Now it's a 5-point Maverick lead.
You cannot let Doncic get established on the interior. This guy feels very comfortable wherever he is on the floor.
Harrison kicks the ball. No one near him. Basket counts.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 8. Richardson right side. Pass to Marjanovic. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. They trail by 3, and the slam dunk by McGee. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. Nice D from Porter.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Gordon goes in, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, just so good at navigating his way into that painted area. Incredible confidence from Aaron Gordon.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Over to the left wing. Here's Marjanovic. Denver grabs the miss. Here's Gordon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Paul Millsap's checked in for JaVale McGee. Austin Rivers comes in for Michael Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Harrison. Morris kicks to Rivers. Morris looking over the floor. Passes it to Millsap. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Pass to Powell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Bull.
This is a smart kid who works hard, right? I mean, Powell draws the foul, gets to the line. Nicely done, young man.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Millsap against Powell. Millsap kicks to Morris. 3-pointer, 4 on the shot clock. Powell pulls it in. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And they pick up 2. Powell's got 6 in the quarter.
Tell you, even with some physical contact, Powell gets it done. Love his persistence.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And here is Morris. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. We've got Tim Hardaway Jr., Jalen Brunson out there with Burke. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Marjanovic in at the pivot, manning the middle. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
The Mavericks leading. Brunson with it. Now the pass to Marjanovic. Kicks it to Hardaway. From deep three-point range, Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Here's Jokic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Brunson scanning the floor. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Paul Millsap picks one up.
It's proving very difficult to guard Tim Hardaway Jr. without fouling the guy, especially when he's this aggressive.
Porzingis, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Morris. To the inside. Jokic kicks to Morris.
Is really impressive.
Now Burke. Down low. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Gordon. JaMychal Green comes in for Michael Porter. And it's Harrison in for Monte Morris. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Billy Cauley-Stein, he's Checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Doncic looking it over. And Dallas again with the bucket.
We know this. Doncic is an aggressive, thirsty scorer. If you allow airspace, even in the mid-range, he's going to make you pay.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Millsap. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Now, here's Doncic. And the shot is good.
He has been taking and making big shots for a long time. Look at Doncic with the delivery.
Harrison passes to Millsap. Pass to Jokic. Lets the 3 fly. Denver with a new 14. There's the feed to McGee. Second chance effort. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 21.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Doncic outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jokic. It's the first that ties the game up.
And I think for Luka Doncic, one thing he showed right away is he was prepared to be an NBA player. And the fact of the matter is he could be an all-star for a long time moving forward.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Gordon's checked in for Millsap, and Porter subbed in for Green. And Dallas also making a switch. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Jokic, no good. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Here's Cauley Stein, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
And here is Doncic.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Up again. It's good on the putback.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
Here's Jokic. But they recover it. McGee pass to Jokic. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. You've got Gordon. Porter is out there with Morris. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's McGee in at the center position. And for Portland, Powell is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. Now Jokic after Robert Covington missed from long range. And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Morris against McCollum. McGee the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Covington. Uses the glass to drop it in. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's Gordon following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Gordon dishes to McGee. The drive by Gordon. To the inside. Here's Jokic. And the layup is good.
Jokic and body control. Hey, years ago we wouldn't have said that. I'm saying it now.
McCollum passes to Powell. Back to McCollum. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here's Jokic, and it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
Here's McCollum. He dishes it to Nurkic. It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by McGee. Ball's knocked loose, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Campazzo, he's guarded by McCollum. It's stolen by Anthony. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Powell, that's good.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Pass to Jokic. Here's Porter. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
McCollum dishes to Powell. Back to McCollum. Kicks it to Jones. Passes to McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Such a good player on the in-between game, weaving behind bodies to find some space, and CJ cashes in.
On the pass to Millsap. Campazzo. They grab their own miss. Jokic on the follow.
Jokic is not the quickest guy off the floor, but he uses his body well and great timing to get the offensive rebound.
Cullen passes to Anthony. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Back to Powell. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Powell's got his second bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Jokic. No good off the back of the rim.
I saw a green light there, but he's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And they take the lead. McCollum's got 8 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Outside Porter. And he banks in the layup. 6 points for him.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
That's a 2 from Powell. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Portland. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony is out there with Giles. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2. Here's Bull. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. There's Harrison. No points in the game yet for him. Green finds Rivers. There's the triple. The shot missing. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Lillard with it. Now Green defending. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Kanter is a monster on the offensive glass.
Rivers passes to Millsap. Back to Rivers. To the paint. Millsap kicks to Harrison. And again, Denver no good. Trailblazers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Simons off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Like the execution there from Kanter. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Harrison scanning the floor. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Harrison. Dishes it to Bull. Over Kanter. The Nuggets with another miss. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Lillard outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Simons. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter, and bang, just kicks it out.
Harrison passes to Bull. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Bulls got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Lillard out to Anthony. Lillard left side, launches it, and Bull pulls it down.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Harrison. Jokic comes in for Paul Millsap. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Green. And Morris subbed in for Austin Rivers. Now here's Covington. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
The dish to Powell. Back to McCollum to end the run. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Nuggets going the other way. And Jokic likes physical play. Brent, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
And he sinks the second.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
41 seconds left in the first half of the game. Passes it to Covington. To the middle. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on JaVale McGee.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. 4-point game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Denver passing it around. Clock at 6. Here's McGee. The Nuggets with another miss. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Powell and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. He can't get it to go. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Well, what can you say about superstar? And
if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been quite a game for Bol Bol.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. JaVale McGee is out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. Then there's Gordon. And it's Morris in at the point guard position. McGee, the pass to Jokic. Gordon kicks to Morris. McCollum against Gordon. He feeds it to Porter. Shoots over Powell. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And It's McCollum off the drive. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Well, this is where that sweet handle of McCollum's comes into play. When he goes on the dribble drive, very few defenders can get in good position to slow him down.
Now, here's Jokic. He has 6. Gordon, the pass to Morris. Now, Jokic fires for 3. C.J. McCollum comes up with a rebound.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Powell, that's good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And here are the Nuggets now. Portland making their last shot. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. And then for Denver, Paul Millsap's checked in for JaVale McGee. Green comes in for Jokic. And it's Rivers in for Aaron Gordon. Now here's Rivers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
For Denver, they've gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Green kicks to Rivers. Porter in the corner. From 18 feet away. Denver gets it back. Green, great positioning on the putback.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Powell. 9 points in the game so far. To the inside. Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Powell for 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Morris passes to Millsap, stolen by Kanter. And the dunk by Powell.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Harry Giles is checked in for Robert Covington. Jones comes in for Norman Powell, and Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Bull can't hit. Portland leading. 1:22 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Unloads. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Harrison. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 1. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Now, here's Lillard, and another 3 for Portland.
This is what you're going to get with Lillard. He's a gunner. And right now, he's gunning from deep range.
Rivers against Jones. A nice shot by Rivers. Rivers has got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
Now that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Lillard. Good work defensively by Millsap.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Rivers dishes to Green. Lets it go from deep. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
Taking 2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The first one falls.
Melo's still bringing the passion to the floor no matter what's going on around. He's still going to be a gamer. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Trailblazers out in front, ending the third quarter on a 14-6 run. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Giles is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 2 guard. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Campazzo, headshot off. Now Portland takes it the other way, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Denver making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Lillard attacking.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Jokic. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Simons. Lillard with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Lillard the pass to Simons. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Kanter's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
There's the positive attitude, the strong work ethic of Kanter. Great putback.
Morris passes to Jokic. That one doesn't go. And it's Portland the other way. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Three-pointer, Lillard. Morris with the rebound.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
McGee finds Morris. And again, Denver no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Lillard looking around. From deep. Gets a hand on it. And Kanter able to finish. And it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And he makes the first. Both teams deciding to change it up. And Morris drops them both. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Now here's McCollum. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Monte Morris.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Covington with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Here's Powell. Finished off the break. Powell's got 9 points now in just the second half. So it's Denver now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Kicks it out to Gordon. Jokic inside. Defended by Covington. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Jokic.
He's simply staying aggressive right now, and Jokic is ready to shoot at the biggest moments.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Powell, the pass to Covington. A three from McCollum. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Going to go that time.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Lets it go from 14. No good. The Nuggets trail by 4. Bull kicks to Gordon. Jokic against Covington. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
McCollum outside from the arc. Up again, and Covington stays with it.
Big time hoop from Covington. He's had to earn everything he's gotten in his NBA career.
Jokic inside. Covington's there, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. And then for Denver, JaVale McGee's checked in for Bull. Porter comes in for Rivers. And Monte Morris subbed in for Harrison. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And here's Hollis Jefferson. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Nurkic, and it's good. With time running down on the shot clock. Now it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead. From deep 3-point range. And so it's Portland winning this one. It was up for grip. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up. short, a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Giles, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
And it's McCollum off the drop. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
McCollum against Richardson. Here's McCollum. Here's Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. A good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Here's Richardson. And no good. Nice D from Lillard.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Well, when you were drafted and developed by the Heat like Richardson, I mean, the first thing they teach you is how to defend.
Yep, that one goes.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
3-pointer, Lillard. McCollum passes to Nurkic. McCollum against Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. And the basket by McCollum.
Oh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
Doncic outside. Shoots the 3. And the rebound by Nurkic.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through. I like to see the ball moving in transition like that. I mean, when your teammates out in front, get him to rock.
Lillard outside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
You can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And Doncic gets it to go.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lillard dishes to Covington. McCollum outside. This one for 3. He's off on that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out.
They now take the lead.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
To the wing right side. Here's Lillard. Porzingis with the block. And pushing it up is Dallas. The Mavericks again in transition. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Lillard outside. He kicks to McCollum. Buries the jump shot.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
1:02 left here in the opening quarter. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. Hardaway's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And here's Anthony for 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Mavericks making a switch here. Redick is checked in.
J.J. Redick.
And the Mavericks with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Brunson with a clean look. Powell inside. Anthony on him. Back to Brunson. Launches a 3. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Second chance shot. The shot by Cauley-Stein. No good. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. And here's Brunson. It's Redick on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
No, you can't allow Redick to get going from there. His three-point shot is downright lethal.
That will count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a set. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again. I give credit to the arms of Cauley-Stein. They go on forever, which makes him the ultimate alley-oop finisher.
And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. Stolen by Kanter. Pass to McCollum. Back to Kanter. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Looking to get it going. The offensive rebound. And Kanter able to finish.
Now, that's a staple of Kanter's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Brunson scanning the floor. Passes it to Burke. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put it in.
And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from McCollum.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
Now here's Brunson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Brunson's got the lead back up to 9 now for Dallas. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Down low and stolen by Cauley-Stein. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Powell, he's checked in for Portland. Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. Doncic comes in for Jalen Brunson.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
The drive by Doncic. Here's Powell. Doncic trying to get open. The shot by Powell, no good. And now Portland on the break. Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Doncic looking it over. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up,
they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Richardson in for Burke.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Lillard with it. There's the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. And he comes up with the deuce.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Mavericks leading by 7. 1:04 left here in the second. Covington against Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. Portland grabs the miss. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Doncic passes to Richardson. Here's Finney-Smith. 5 to shoot. A 3 from Porzingis. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 5. Covington finds Lillard. Back to Giles.
And you don't ever.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. From the get-go, it was Dallas who came out strong. Their lead at one point was up to 7. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Doncic out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Mavericks leading by 5. Inside. One-on-one fast break. Here's Doncic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
All free throws good from Doncic. Trailblazers shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Lillard outside. Now McCollum. He's got 8. From deep. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Damian Lillard.
And you can tell Lillard loves to test his range. I mean, he's showing how confident he is pulling the trigger.
Doncic against Covington. Doncic, no good. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. No good on the 3. Dallas leading by 4. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Giles. Jones checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Dallas also making some changes. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Burke in for Doncic. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Here's Burke. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
You see the length helping Cauley-Stein right there? I mean, that's what allows him to be a factor on the board.
To the paint, here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
A nice shot by Simons.
No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
Redick surveying the D. From deep three-point range, the Mavericks rebound. Powell. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Powell's got his first 2 points.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Here's Lillard. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, talking about Lillard, he's so good as a scorer in the paint. I mean, probably just as good as any point guard.
1:49 left to play in the third. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Simons. .132 left in the third quarter. Goes up on the wing. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
This game has come to life. They're out there battling now. We didn't see this in the first half.
Taken away by Anthony. Lillard, right side, for the lead. It's rebounded by Dallas. Cauley-Stein's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Richardson dishes to Powell. That one goes. Count it.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Simons. He's got 5. Cantor, the pass to Simons. Portland moving the ball around. Pass to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With a tie. Sinks the triple. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. For Dallas, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Outside, Redick. Here's Richardson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, the defenders so scared of Richardson's shot. They just bit on the thing.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Anthony. Little comes in for Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Dallas also making a switch. Finney-Smith's checked in. Lillard scanning the floor. A three from McCollum, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got 11 points.
The quick, accurate release. McCollum thrives on catch-and-shoot opportunities.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Nurkic, and it's Covington in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And the Mavericks call time here. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Giles. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Powell in for McCollum. And Dallas also making a switch. Marjanovic checked in for Jalen Brunson. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And it's Portland with the rebound. Kanter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Lillard outside. To the right side. Kanter kicks to Powell. Pass to Lillard. Clock at 6. Down low. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And an intentional foul right there. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Burke. Porzingis with the ball. Covered by Lillard. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Simons, he's checked in for Lillard. Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Porzingis. Dallas calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the line. Lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Giles comes in for Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Derek Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Powell. And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Doncic. The pass to Burke. Back to Doncic. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Portland trailing here. Here's McCollum. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Porzingis.
McCollum uses his wily strength to sink these shots. Even when you rough him up, he finds a way to score.
And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in. They throw good. McCollum. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Doncic dishes to Burke. Kicks to Hardaway. The rebound by Giles. The Trailblazers shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. A three from McCollum, and so they foul intentionally. Here's Lillard. Long range from the inbound. A rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Covington with the steal. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And Porzingis, here we go. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. 10 points for Porzingis.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And he gets the whistle. 2-3. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard. Then for the Mavericks, Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Trey Burke. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. Pass to Simons. Now here's Kanter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Strong interior player. When Kanter was looking to score, he isn't afraid of attracting contact.
Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball.
Doncic outside. Outside, Redick. Cauley-Stein kicks to Finney-Smith. 2 on the clock. We've got 1:18 left in the 4th. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Here's Covington. Here's Kanter. Pass to Covington, and stolen by Cauley-Stein. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic against Covington. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Now here's Doncic. Defense right on him. Almost, but it rolls out.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
It falls!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Redick passes to Doncic. And now Portland on the break. Yes!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Redick with the 3. Got it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So consistency is what comes to mind when I think of the Colin, especially offensively, where he scores in bunches. It's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
And the Mavericks call time here. They trail by 4. 8 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and quick. No room for error, no time to waste.
And so it's Dallas with it. 4-point game. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. A stunning view of the move. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Porter is out there with Harrison. Then there's Bull. And it's Gordon in at the small forward position. And for Dallas, we've got Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Here's Harrison. Outside Gordon. Here's Porter. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Here's Harrison. Pass to Jokic. Back to Harrison. Kicks it out to Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Shot clock at 5. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And he's drawing those whistles. A couple quick ones back to back.
Jalen Brunson. He was checked in for Luka Doncic.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Gordon kicks to Harrison. Up top, Porter. Richardson cover. Porter passes to Bull. Porter dishes to Bull. And that'll be 2 free throws. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Jokic. The Mavericks making the shot. That one wide left.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Richardson kicks to Porzingis. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Now here's Porter. Plays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Brunson. That one goes in. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Harrison. Brunson covering. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. Now, here's Jokic. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Pass break, Dallas. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Porter.
Boy, Josh Richardson, really the kind of guy every team could use because he's got a well-balanced 3-and-D game. He does a lot for his team, brings a lot of value to whoever he plays for.
On the Mavericks with some changes. Powell comes in for Porzingis, and it's Burke in for Jalen Brunson. Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Aaron Gordon. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Porter. And Morris subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. And so here is Dallas After the Nuggets pick up 2. It's stolen by Green. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Rivers hits both of them. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Now Burke. He kicks it to Powell. Back to Burke. Pass to Powell. And it's Denver with the rebound. Here's Rivers. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Burke with it. He's against Morris. Ollie Stein finds Richardson. 2 free throws come. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, I like the mindset of Richardson here, not settling for the jump shot.
And here is Morris. McGee, terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And still a close. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
So on the floor for Denver. Porter is out there with Harrison. Then there's Bull. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the 3.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
And finished off by Porter.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And stolen by Bull. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Jokic. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Jokic showing you the benefits of that work in the weight room, muscling right through the defender.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Nuggets.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be grading TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
This offense just continues to impress.
Yeah, getting hotter and hotter. They're really cooking now, actually cooking with gas, and you know what kind of heat that is. Fire!
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. From downtown, and Bull pulls it down. The Nuggets leading by 6. Porter with it. He's picked up by Doncic and finished off by Porter.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drop.
And Doncic throws it down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Porter. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Good work there as it goes. Gordon's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on JaVale McGee.
Well, he's a pro at tricking defenders. You can tell Doncic enjoys getting guys in the air with that pump fake. That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Richardson, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Morris kicks to McGee. Dishes to Green. Morris outside. Stolen by Brunson. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Richardson's running. Count that one. Richardson's got 6 points.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Getting ready for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Doncic. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Burke in for Jalen Brunson. Green, the pass to Morris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Morris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Porzingis. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Morris, and he lays it straight in. And now it's a 9-point Nugget lead.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Burke dishes to Redick. That's up a 3. Kept alive. Porzingis on the foul.
Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
46 seconds left in the first half. Morris looking over the floor. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gordon. And good that time. Gordon's got 4 this quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Here's Burke. Misses in close. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, back. And one of the strengths of this Denver team is their depth. Shaq has been that way for... Thanks for joining.
Whatever necessary, you tried to help prepare me. They tell us never look in the eyes of it. I did it out respect for the greatest.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One guy who's been getting it done is Michael Porter.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Dallas. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. And there's Richardson. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And he commits the intentional foul. Mavericks trail by 9. Here's Richardson. That one drops for him. Richardson's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Mavs. And so here's Denver. Here's Harrison. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well. When your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Doncic feeling it out. And it's denied. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Jokic is running. Outside for Millsap. Pass to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Millsap doing a nice job there, reading the defense, and makes a nice slick pass to burn the opponent.
Now, here's Doncic. He's covered closely, and Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Porzingis. Porter in the corner. Denver passing it around. Jokic kicks to Harrison. Back to Jokic. Knocks it loose. Here's Millsap. The Nuggets with another miss. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. The Nuggets also changing it up. Aaron Gordon comes in for Porter. And it's JaMychal Green in for Harrison. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Back to Green. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sanda, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From a stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia. There's an awful lot to like about Doncic, but probably what jumps out at me most is how competitive he is. I mean, he wants to dominate whoever's guarding him.
Out to Morris. Jokic inside. Brunson covering, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Fans, the loudest section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleber. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Free throw good, Green. Both free throws good from Green. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Doncic outside. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Kristaps Porzingis. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. The pass to McGee. Morris outside. There's the dish to Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Denver needs to get off his shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. Out to Doncic. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Jokic has got 7 points.
Jokic is such a developed offensive player. He's really good at taking advantage of these mid-range spots.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Doncic gets it to go.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Morris passes to Gordon. Back to Morris. Right side Gordon. And that one released in time, but no good. And we've reached the end of the third. Nuggets lead by... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. We've got Gordon. Hole is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Green, and it's Morris in at the 1. Doncic outside. An easy 2 points on the layup.
You know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Morris outside. Out to the right wing. Releases. Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
Dallas making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. Denver also making some changes. Porter's checked in for Gordon. And it's Harrison in for Morris. Brunson with it. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Porter against Hardaway. McGee. It's good on the putback.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Dallas calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Cauley Stein comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Trey Burke's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Richardson in for Jalen Brunson. Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon comes in for JaMychal Green. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Here's Porter. He feeds it to Gordon. Powell with the steal.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
You just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
Here's Harrison. Richardson covering. And stolen by Cauley Stein. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And that one's good. Burke.
Well, it's almost like Richardson has a sixth sense for those openings. Knows just where to send it.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Porzingis is checked in for Dallas. Doncic comes in for Richardson. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Harrison. The feed to Bol. Jokic inside. He's against Porzingis. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Bol.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength.
Now, here's Doncic. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Passes to Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Knowing his team needs a hoop, Porzingis says, I'll get it done.
1:52 left to play in the final quarter. Kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Hardaway with the steal. Up top, Doncic. Here's Burke. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Need more of this from Jokic. When he's active on defense, he's a capable shot blocker.
It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Cauley Stein. Oh, that's blocked. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
And you watch Bol on the defensive end. Boy, he's got a lot of potential, especially as he adds strength to that frame.
Here's Harrison. The drive by Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Now, here's Doncic. He started close. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Cauley Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
A different look for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Burke. And Denver also making a switch. McGee's checked in. 40 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Harrison passes to Jokic. 5 on the clock. He sinks the 11-footer. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial. No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. So it's Denver now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
You know, mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
It's Richardson on the wing. Out to Porzingis. Jokic with the steal. Here's Harrison, and they go to the intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers are. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
They say misery loves company, and both teams now suffering with injuries. But in the end, it balances out.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers, they've got Norman Powell. Giles is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Nurkic in its center. And for the Nuggets, Jokic is out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Gordon, and it's Morris in at the one spot. Porter, and finished off by Porter.
A big man who can really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Here's McCollum. Michael Porter making his last shot. Giles the pass to Nurkic. Giles controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now here's Gordon. Nurkic with the steal. McCollum finds Nurkic, and here is Powell. Here's Giles. Just 5 to shoot. Passes it to McCollum. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
Morris dishes to McGee. Back to Morris. And that one drops for him.
Bit of a picture-perfect start here to this game. They've connected on all 3 looks.
Cullen passes to Powell. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Porter. Now the pass to Jokic. Good on the baseline, Jay.
Nice looking mid-ranger there from Jokic. Money in the bank from that spot.
Trailblazers trail by 4. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Lets it go with a 3. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Jokic. We've got 1:48 left in the first. Knocks it down from 7 feet. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific hits. You're right. So both teams changing it up here. 1:12 left in the first quarter of the game. Jokic kicks to Gordon. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Trailblazers trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Melo's getting inside, maybe even under the skin right now of the defense.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And Fernie Simons comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Damian Lillard in for McCollum. Now here's Green over Jones. Millsap trying to get open, and that one's good. Green.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Lillard. Here's Anthony. Back to Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Well, Millsap right now unselfish and looking for guys if they're open.
Lillard with it from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And that does it for the first quarter. Denver on top. They lead by 6. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Green is out there with Gordon. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Austin Rivers. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The shot by Powell, no good. Denver leading by 6. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Portland making a change here. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Monte Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Damian Lillard in for Powell. The shot by Harrison, no good. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. And then Lillard slams it in.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Harrison kicks to Millsap. Pass to Green. Back to Millsap. Passes it to Harrison. 6 to shoot. Offensive rebound. That shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 4. Nobody near Lillard. Tips it up, and Covington stays with it.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Now here's Rivers. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Missed inside.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Open shot, Lillard, and it's all evened up.
Now there's another way Lillard can beat you off the ball. Great timing on the catch and shoot.
There's Harrison. And Green gets it to go.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Simons. Lillard outside. Over Rivers. Nurkic in the post. Lillard against Rivers. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Nurkic has got the game tied up here for Portland. The Nuggets have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. They kick it out to Green. The dish to Millsap. He feeds it to Bol. Shoots over Nurkic. Bol, that's good. Bol's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
A minute 42 left in the first half. Simons the pass to Nurkic. Lillard against Rivers. And Bol pulls it down. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Giles comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Norman Powell's checked in for Anthony Simon. And McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. Here's McCollum. Following the basket by JaVale McGee. Stolen by McGee. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
McCollum outside. Dishes it to Kanter. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Morris passes to McGee. He kicks it to Porter. And there's the pass to Jokic. And it's good for 2. Jokic has got 8 points.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Trailblazers trail by 6. And here is Powell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now McCollum. Nice D from Porter. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, give us your... And that should...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. They've got Giles. Norman Powell is out there with McCollum. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward position. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Offensive rebound. Gordon kicks to Porter. Pass to Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
And the playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Anthony comes in for Harry Giant. And it's Derek Jones in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And a wide open look for McCollum. Portland no good that time either. The Nuggets leading by 8. Oh, Porter in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Anthony on the wing, defended by Gordon. Nurkic, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Nurkic with the pump fake does a good job pulling the defender that time.
This is his first free throw of the game. Denver making a switch here. Harrison's checked in. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Jones. Simons, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for McCollum. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Hollis-Jefferson.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Dennis Kanter's checked in for Portland. Jones comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Lillard against Millsap. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Denver shooting their first free throw of the contest. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 7. Kicks to Kanter. They get it back. He can't get that one. The Nuggets leading by 8. Green left side. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Millsap. That time on the assist from Green. Millsap's got 5 now.
A reliable three-point shooter as his career has gone on. Much different than his early days in Utah.
Kanter with it. Lillard outside. Clock at 6. Covington passes to Simons. Here's Lillard. Count that bucket.
Yeah, this is the kind of shot selection that you got to be on board with Lillard. Tenacious scorer, but I love the efficient opportunity there.
Here's Harrison. 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. Bull the pass to Millsap. Covington with the steal. Lillard outside. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Rivers passes to Millsap. 27 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And the wide open shot from Green. A three-pointer, no good. Trailblazers trail by 7. Here's Jones. Now the feed to Covington. Pass to Simons. It's stolen by Green. Here's Rivers, and then Rivers with the dunk.
Aggressive move off the dribble. You can see the confidence growing right now for Austin Rivers.
Lillard scanning the floor. Off the mark. And so it's Denver in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be right back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Denver. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. Morris, no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And so they choose to intentionally foul for the Trailblazers. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Anthony. To the inside, passes to Giles. And here's McCollum for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
McCollum outside, feeds to Nurkic, and he makes good on the layup.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Denver leading by 7. Morris passes to Jokic. Morris against McCollum. Jokic inside. Reverses. Gordon kicks to Jokic. Tipped away. Stolen by McCollum. Over to the wing. Hollis Jefferson finds Nurkic. Rebounded by McGee. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. That's good from Porter on the assist by McGee. McGee's got 4 assists in the game. The pass to Pop. Now here's Nurkic. McCollum outside. Powell dishes to McCollum. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Pass to Jokic. McGee inside. Powell's there. Just 5 on the clock. Gordon for 3. The shot that time not on target. And it's Portland the other way. Giles the pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here is Morris. Stolen. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. The shot by Powell, no good. The Nuggets leading by 4. Gordon kicks to McGee. Pass to Jokic. Back to McGee. Out to Morris. This is it to Jokic. Outside Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And Porter has such great athleticism, able to get up and throw it down.
1:31 left to play here in the fourth. And McCollum launches it from deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. McGee's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And an intentional foul right there for the Nuggets. Ball, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Paul Millsap subbed in for Porter. A different look now for Portland. The pass to Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Ball. Outside Gordon. The 3. The Nuggets with another miss. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Outside Gordon. Pass to Jokic. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
So it's interesting when Jokic was playing with Nurkic and they cleared the room for Jokic to take over at the center position. He's taken on that responsibility. He's taken on the star role. He's accepting it and excelling at it.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Anthony Simons. Now, here's Lillard. Portland, no good that time either. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The clock now can just run out for the Nuggets. Covington against Jokic. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. So we see Denver get the win here. So, all right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.